Welcome back, my magical star beings. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what are people's first impressions of you. So for pile 1, we have black tourmaline with the Hermit. For pile 2, we have red jasper with the Four of Swords. And for pile 3, we have Sodalite with the Two of Swords. You can either choose the pile you're most drawn to, or you can choose based off your zodiac, which is in the thumbnail. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below. Also, if you'd like to support the channel by watching the sponsored segments of the video, I would appreciate it, but then I will see you at your reading. I'll try to be as accurate as I can, but it is a bit tricky when reading for the collective. If you want something more personal, you can always check in with the psychic for a more in-depth description. Speaking of which, I tried a clairvoyant from Psychic Source, and yes, they're sponsoring today's video. Thank you, Psychic Source. I got matched with a clairvoyant through their site, and honestly, I wasn't expecting her to be that accurate. I gave her no personal info, just asked about my future love life, and somehow she instantly picked up that I'm already in a relationship. She literally said, "Why are you asking about the future without mentioning him?" I was literally speechless, but then I remembered that's kind of what I do too. Still a shocking experience to be on the receiving end of it. She described my future partner as someone who makes me really happy, with great communication and bond that can handle anything. But the part that really stuck with me, she said she saw my future husband giving me purple flowers. A few weeks later, nothing happened, so I kind of forgot about it. Then we saw a tattoo promo on Instagram. My boyfriend sent me his ideas so I can book, and boom, a purple flower. Not a bouquet, but I'm definitely taking that as a sign. You can chat with gifted advisors however you're most comfortable, phone, video, or even text. Setting up my account on their website was super easy, and they have this quick little quiz that helps you find a psychic based on what you're looking for, whether it's love, past lives, energy readings, whatever. It made the whole process really personal and intentional. What sets them apart is the level of care and integrity. Only 2% of their applicants actually become advisors, so you know you're speaking to someone who's truly gifted and held to high ethical standards. And they back everything up with a no risk guarantee. If you're not happy with your last paid reading, it's free. For a limited time, you can use my code Siren at psychicsource.com when checking out, or you can just click the link in my description box below at trypsychicsource.com/siren. You'll get up to 40 minutes with an advisor for just $19.80. That's up to a $240 value. You don't have to use it all in one session. You can spread those minutes out across multiple advisors to see who you truly resonate with. They also donate 1% of your purchase to charity at no extra cost to you. Oh, and yes, I do get paid for this promo, so when you sign up with Psychic Source, you're feeding a perpetually hungry, slightly dramatic psychic, that'd be me, and funding my next impulsive crystal purchase. As you can see, the channel needs some new crystals, but that's all for now. Thank you again to Psychic Source for sponsoring today's video. Pile 1, you chose the black tourmaline crystal and the Hermit card. We're going to be taking a look at what are people's first impressions of you. So, spirit guides of pile number 1, please tap me into their energy and people's first impressions of them. What are people's first impressions of them? So firstly, I'm getting this energy of people feeling safe in your presence as soon as they meet you, feeling comfortable with you, feeling like it's easy to talk to you. We have the High Priestess showing up reverse. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, I was saying people see you as somebody that's reliable, somebody that they feel comfortable with, that they feel it's like easy conversating with you even in the first meeting. They see you as somebody charismatic. And there's something about people wondering whether they can trust you or not when they first meet you with the High Priestess reverse, but I feel like this would be just to protect themselves in some way because maybe they don't trust everybody. There's something about you seeming like the type of person that has high expectations on others and you trust people. But when you put your trust in a person and they break your trust, or when you rely on a person and they aren't showing up as reliable the same way you are, it may hurt you in some way. It may make you feel like I'm showing up for them, but they're not showing up for me. So people just get that vibe from you that you've shown up for others, but others haven't exactly shown up for you the same, and it hurts you in some way. So you want people around you that are going to also be reliable, also be there for you when you need them. So the Hermit here tells me that people kind of see you as somebody that's very self-aware, self-introspective. You know yourself very well. You may come across as reserved, private, a little bit shy, or a little bit introverted. You may come across as somebody that likes your own alone time and doesn't mind spending time alone, but you may also come across as somebody that also struggles to trust easily, and you take your time getting to know people before you give them your trust. You may be self-protective in the first meeting where you don't open up fully, you keep your cards close to your chest, and you may seem a little bit guarded or withdrawn in some way, or reserved, but not in a bad way, kind of in a way of like, I will show you more about myself as I get to know you, and as I can see if I can trust you. So there's like this mutual kind of like sussing each other out, seeing if we can trust each other with most people you meet. People often think that you're this responsible person with the Four of Pentacles, that you're good with money, that you know how to save. There's strong earth sign and air sign energy showing up, especially Virgo, but we also have Pisces with the High Priestess. We will get some more zodiacs later on, but that's what I see so far. I see you triggering insecurities in people when you first meet them, and I see people wanting to compliment you a lot. You give off a vibe that you would thrive in like a coastal city or something, coastal place. Or maybe you give off the vibe that you would like to be at the beach often, or something like the ocean often, or that you kind of like spending time in nature. You kind of give off the vibe of somebody that likes to be in environments that bring growth your way. And as I said that, I got goosebumps. You kind of just seem like you're thriving and growing as well in your own life right now. You seem like somebody that can be a little bit impulsive at times, but you kind of strategize in the moment whether you should or should not do that thing before you do it. So you're not too impulsive or too reckless. Like, you can be responsible but kind of impulsive at the same time with that. So let's say you're gonna go do something where it's like you spend money impulsively. You make sure to budget first before you just spend all your money, you know. There's kind of this vibe that you give off that you're ambitious, that you're a go-getter, and that you kind of act fast on ideas that you have. People may also think that you would be a good friend, that you're somebody that they can celebrate and have fun with. And people may also perceive you as somebody that has gone through things, is moving away from that old energy and into a new energy, that you're transforming in some way, and that you're changing who you are for the better. People also feel that they would change for the better around you, or that you would bring change into their life. There may also be this energy of like having many friends and not necessarily mixing your friend groups, but being able to be friends with like many people, different kinds of people with different kinds of personalities, but maybe not mixing them together. So for example, I'm seeing someone with like one friend that is like very mature, almost like the mom friend of the friend group. And then I'm seeing like another friend that is maybe a lot more unique, a lot more impulsive, maybe a little bit more chaotic. And maybe those two friends wouldn't get along because of that. Does that make sense? I'm seeing that in my mind's eye. People perceive you as somebody that has healed, as somebody that's quite passionate about life. They perceive you as somebody confident in first meeting, secure within yourself, and optimistic with a touch of realism. Okay, let's get some more cards. So, how do people see them in the first meeting? What are their first impressions of pile one? We have the Empress. So, people do see you as very beautiful physically, but this can also be like beautiful inside and out, regardless of gender. We have the Lovers. A lot of people crush on you in the first meeting or assume that you're this romantic person or that you're already in a relationship. Maybe they notice something about your relationship, your dynamic together. If you meet up with a person with your partner, the Chariot. And if you're single, it's just like maybe you're so beautiful, so handsome that they assume you're already in a relationship or taken. So the Chariot, Five of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. So people see you as nurturing, emotionally connected in the first meeting, kind of like heart-centered, but you've maybe been disappointed a lot from your expectations. Because it's like you give so much, but then maybe you expect the same in return and you get disappointed when that doesn't happen. And people kind of feel this vibe from you that you've overcome a lot in your life, that you may have even gone through moments where you maybe didn't have everything you needed and you had to be resourceful. Like maybe you were going through a phase where you didn't have a lot of money. It's like life kind of toughened you up but made you soft at the same time. I get like a sensitivity here, some kind of fear of emotional rejection from the people meeting you, and I'm getting this vibe of like a fear of abandonment from you, that other people get. There's also something about depth, a lot of people wanting to be around you, be your friend, want to date you. That's just what people assume. People may also assume that you like to travel a lot and that you would travel more if you had more money. That maybe you had to become responsible financially to budget because maybe you weren't handed everything. There's kind of like this humble, down to earth energy, nurturing, kind energy too. People think you're polite and that you could be a good parent if you are a parent, or if you want children, they could kind of like assume you're family oriented. They kind of assume that family means everything to you. I'm hearing like that quote from Lilo and Stitch, family never gets behind. People assume that you can be petty if somebody like comes at you with negative energy, but you're not like that unprovoked. Because with the Lovers here, it's kind of like people just view you as this person that has a good heart, as this person that's very romantic, is choosing love, not war. That kind of energy showing up. Ace of Pentacles. I'm hearing the word dramatic. We have the King of Wands. The Two of Cups. You're also really funny. People like your sense of humor. And people kind of like want to decode you or analyze you in some way, analyze your behavior, who you really are deep down. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles, King of Wands, Two of Cups, Black Moon in reverse, and Strength upright. A lot of people see you as very likable in the first meeting, see you as somebody they would get along with and be compatible with. I feel like you're good at matching people's energies and vibes, and people overall just see you as this very sweet person, someone they would want to be closer to with the Two of Cups and form some kind of emotional bond with. They see you as somebody that they would have some kind of mutual bond with, where we're both caring about one another. It's not like one person cares more than the other. They can see that you care about them too, like even from the first meeting. I guess that would be people you do care about. They see you as somebody that's rare to come across, somebody they would never want to mess things up with, somebody that has a lot of potential to be in their life. And a lot of people tend to have like romantic feelings for you or crush on you with both the Two of Cups and the Lovers. There is this energy of you just seeming desirable in some way, like many people want you or want to be around you, but I do also think you sometimes attract maybe opportunistic people. I see this energy of people thinking you're resilient, that even though you seem to have gone through things, you seem to have overcome it and gained more strength, but also this inner softness, like I said before. There's this energy of you just standing tall, being proud of yourself for, like what you've accomplished. You seem well accomplished in some way, and you seem like you're working towards accomplishing more. You seem friendly, polite, and you seem like you don't hide parts of yourself. You seem very authentic. People like your vibe in the first meeting, and people think that you're probably a very affectionate type of person, that they could grow close with you immediately. A lot of people feel like they click with you immediately. A lot of people think that you're coming across as an honest person, that you may have a little bit of an ego, but at the same time, you seem kind of down to earth. Some people are trying to figure out whether you're joking or serious when you say something. There is an energy of self-comparison here too from some. And some get very attached to you very fast. What else is their first impression of my pile ones? What are people's first impressions of them? The Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. Okay, you come across as somebody that is ambitious, somebody that can be lighthearted but also deep. People like deeper conversations with you though. I also see this energy of you seeming like you're a hard worker. You seem like you put a lot of effort into your relationships. And there's almost like this energy of like, you'll work hard now and wait to see the results later. You're not necessarily coming across as someone that's impatient when it comes to results of things you're working towards. You understand that sometimes good things take time, and that sometimes we have to work to get to where we want to be. That it doesn't just come to us easily. There's an independence here. There's this self-sufficiency here. People just assume that you're good on your own, that sometimes you don't need help. There's a lot of earth sign energy here. Also Leo energy, Taurus, Libra, Gemini, and Cancer. I could either be picking up on your zodiac or those that are viewing you this way. And we will get zodiacs later on. There is a fear of getting hurt here from the people viewing you this way. And there's something about like having a love for animals, nature. You seem curious, you seem to have some kind of genuine interest in what they're saying, and you seem to be a good listener, but you also seem to kind of like to hear the tea of others, not necessarily put yourself in drama, but maybe you like sometimes hearing interesting stories or tea from other people. There's this energy of like knowing how to divide time between rest and work. You seem like somebody that's kind of graceful, and you seem like somebody that has like a wiser or higher perspective. Maybe somebody they would come to for good advice. Maybe your experiences kind of gave you some wisdom. So that is all I'm getting for this section of the reading. Let's now remove these cards and get your zodiacs. I'm also picking up on a stubbornness here. Like when you choose to not do something, you don't want somebody to force you, as most people do. Feel that way, but there's almost like this energy of like, if I made up my mind, don't try to change my mind. This is what I've chose for myself. Don't try to force me to do something I don't want to do. So I guess there's like some kind of assertiveness in your decisions, and you won't let people change that. So if you like this reading so far, check out my membership. I do post an extra video on there weekly. And let me know how this has resonated for you so far in the comments below. I feel like people like to talk about you a lot even after the first meeting, Capricorn. And they tend to praise you behind your back, Leo. There's this energy of wanting to get justice for yourself or seek fairness, Aries. Taurus. Sagittarius. Something about a strong jawline or clenched jaw. Sagittarius and Aquarius. People also assume that you're good at cooking or that you make nice food, because I'm smelling like really delicious food as I'm in the energy. We have I again, P, E. There's something about like an interesting laugh, a unique laugh, Q. I see somebody that's a gamer, O, N, J, D, G, A, Y. You also seem like somebody that like phones people a lot and sits on the phone for like hours. YC, like talking to a specific person. X, S. Some people are also taking notes of your clothing style. A and F. So that is all I have for you. I really hope this reading resonated. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time. Pile 2, you chose the red jasper crystal and the 4 of swords. We're going to be taking a look at what are people's first impressions of you. So people do like your style. They see you as brave, bold within your fashion style. You don't seem basic in any way, like with your style. There's also something about you having a very nice body, because I was drawn to her curves here in this card, especially like by her thighs and behind area. I'm also seeing this energy of you just seeming very chatty, but seeming kind of nonchalant, seeming kind of like chilled, laid back, relaxed. You just seem like you have a good vibe about you. So what are people's first impressions? We have the 3 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, and Strength. For some reason, I'm hearing that song, Say My Name, Say My Name. I'm also seeing the Ariana Grande Cloud perfume for some reason. Maybe people take note of your scent. Even if you don't use that specific perfume, I'm just seeing perfume. Okay, we have the King of Wands and the 2 of Cups. I'm not sure what that perfume scent is like, but I'm just seeing it. Let me just see, because maybe like it can tell me about like the types of perfumes you wear. Well, its top notes according to Google are lavender blossom, pear, bergamot, I don't know how to say that, sorry. Heart notes of coconut, praline, and vanilla orchid, cashmere, and a base of cashmere, musk, and woody notes. Its scent is described as uplifting and sweet, so maybe some of you wear like sweet perfumes. Okay, so Strength, King of Wands, and 2 of Cups. There's this energy of like being afraid to speak up. I'm feeling this throat chakra blockage where it's like maybe you could come across as somebody that's shy, somebody that's like nervous to speak, somebody that's like sometimes struggles with standing up for yourself in certain situations, not wanting to like create drama or step on anybody's toes. being afraid of like coming across as rude if you set a boundary. So there's that type of energy showing up. Or if you don't relate to that, I could read this as like some people feeling shy and like kind of like scared to speak, not knowing what to say, but wanting to say something to you, wanting to like make a good first impression on you and not seem rude, but kind of seem polite, but maybe they're fawning a little bit or people pleasing a little bit. So I also see people feeling like they would be able to get along with you, like you guys would be compatible in some way. You match their vibe very well, but you also keep your own vibe there. And there's almost this feeling of like you just seeming very grounded in some way, but you also seem to be passionate about life and optimistic in some way. You seem like this very happy person in general, and you just seem like you have this open heart. You seem like somebody they would want to create a connection with the Two of Cups. Whether it be romantic or platonic, they feel like they want to grow closer to you. Some people may even feel like you're in your own world, that you have your head in the clouds, but at the same time you seem grounded and stable in some way. And some people may feel like they can't forget you, like they can't get you out of their mind. I see some crushing on you and feeling like they've been put under a love spell, because I'm seeing that specific love potion from Shrek. I think it was the second movie, some kind of like love potion from the fairy godmother. So I also see this energy of like you just seeming sure of yourself, you seeming like you know that you're belonging in the place you're at. You don't seem like to make yourself small in any way, and you don't seem insecure in any way. You seem kind of precise in the way you do things. Like everything must be precise and perfect, but you don't seem perfectionistic in the type of way where it would bother you if it's not. It just needs to be like good enough, I guess. And then you're happy with it, like up to your quality or standard. People may perceive you as somebody that's working on themselves, looking to strengthen the great qualities they have, but also strengthen and work on weaknesses. You come across as somebody that can be professional in work kind of settings. Like, let's say you're meeting a client or a coworker, or going to some kind of interview. You just seem very hardworking. You seem professional in those types of settings. There's something about having a beautiful smile. You making people a little bit nervous and intimidated in a good way, where they want to impress you and be liked by you. You also seem very affectionate in nature, but you don't seem to be crossing boundaries with strangers, like personal space. There's something about having very beautiful hair or handsome hair, Black Name in reverse, and the King of Pentacles. I'm seeing a key in this King of Pentacles hand, so maybe there's something about like you having opportunities, you unlocking doors for yourself in your career or finances. The Fool and the Ace of Wands. When I pulled this Ace of Wands, I heard, have we got chemistry? Like, I feel a vibe between us. So some people may feel sexually attracted to you with the Ace of Wands and perceive it as like, oh, we have something going on, we have chemistry. Sometimes even when you don't necessarily like give them that vibe intentionally or flirt with them intentionally, maybe some people just see you as seductive and kind of perceive it as you're flirting with them even when you're not. I see this energy of people kind of perceiving you as somebody that's exciting, enthusiastic, and they're also excited to get to know you and kind of just like have some kind of new beginning here with you, with the Fool. You kind of just seem like somebody that's bold, that's able to take risks, somebody that isn't afraid to go after what you want. You kind of seem free-spirited and carefree and like a fun time to be around. You also seem kind of spontaneous in a way. There's this energy of hopelessness though, where you want to have hope and kind of believe that everything will work out, but sometimes you maybe like fall into that rut of like feeling hopeless, I guess. There's this energy of a lot of people finding you desirable sexually and people just feeling like they become happier around you, like they become more positive around you, like you lift the vibe in some way. People feel as though they can tell you their secrets, as though they can get things off their chest to you because you're a stranger and you're probably not going to tell anybody. You kind of just don't seem like the type that would care enough to tell people about like other people's business. Not that you don't care about them, but it's like you kind of just seem a little bit nonchalant in a way where it's like you don't seem to care to like spread other people's secrets or things like that. So people feel like they can open up to you about things like that, about their life story. You seem like the type of person that is making big career moves, wanting to level up in some way, especially to do with your finances. Maybe there's something about having an expensive taste in things and wanting to work hard so that you can have the type of life you want, the type of lifestyle you want. And you don't like hide this part of you in shame. In fact, like the things that other people may judge, it's like you don't hide it. You don't care if people judge you. You don't care about what people's opinions are. You also seem like the type of person that isn't necessarily attention seeking. Like you don't necessarily care to be the center of attention. At least that's how you're coming across. Kind of humble, down to earth, but also mysterious in a way. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the Hanged Man. Some people see you as like dangerous in a way where they're so sexually attracted to you that they wonder if you would break their heart. So 10 of Wands, 7 of Cups, Hanged Man, King of Swords. You seem patient. You seem like somebody that doesn't mind waiting for new beginnings to come. You invest in your dreams. You have big dreams, big places you want to be, and you kind of shoot for the stars. Sometimes it's hard to believe in yourself. There's like a doubt in yourself that people perceive based off the first meeting because of maybe challenges when it comes to like following your dreams. Challenges that arise, roadblocks that arise, but you seem kind of patient as you like expect good things to come, or you're trying to. So you seem kind of honest, thoughtful, intelligent, and you seem like you have some kind of good luck or fortune. There's almost like this feeling of I want to be around you. I want to have you in my life for a long time. And even if we go through challenges together, I want to keep you around. That's the feeling that's coming from people that meet you. People also feel like you're just this well-balanced person, thoughtful. And someone is undressing you with their eyes, I heard. People are impressed by you secretly, thinking in their mind, they did that, wow. You also seem excited to talk to them, which makes them even more happy to be around you. You kind of just don't seem bored with the conversation, like when you're talking to new people. You seem also like outgoing in a way, like a deep thinker, philosophical. You also seem tempting and alluring, and people wonder what's on your mind. There's a gentleness and gracefulness about you. You probably see things in a higher perspective. You kind of seem like somebody that's non-judgmental as well, like a safe space. People feel comfortable around you. There's a familiarity about you. I see a lot of appreciation for your beauty, for your good looks. And there's something about having like a symmetrical face or features that kind of just go well together. Like all your features match each other, and maybe your clothes also match quite well. People love it when you wear like tight-fitting clothes or clothes that just like show off parts of the body. There's something about having interesting stories to tell. Interesting life experiences where people wonder like, whoa, you're only this age. How did you have like so many interesting life experiences? Your life seems busy and chaotic at times, but it's because you're focusing on making your dreams become a reality. I don't know why, but just now when I looked at this Hangman card, this character kind of reminds me of that character from Coraline. That one character. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. I'm not sure what his name is, but let me Google it. Mr. Babinski? I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. Let's see what his personality traits are, since it's reminding me of him. And maybe it tells me about what people think of you the first meeting. So he's eccentric, positive, energetic, according to Google. He's a former circus performer from Eastern Europe who trains a musical mouse circus in the attic of the Pink Palace. He's physically active, often doing acrobatics, and speaks English with a Russian accent, sometimes using Russian words like mice and new cheese. He initially seems crazy or drunk to Coraline and her mother, but is more accurately described as eccentric. Okay. So there's almost like this energy of seeming a little bit unhinged in a good way, like having a good sense of humor. And you know how to make light of like awkward or bad moments. Like, let's say somebody is having a fight. You know how to kind of like make light of it, make a joke out of it so that people can kind of go back to normal. There's something about you just being noticeable. Like, as soon as you walk into the room, people notice you, not just because of your look, but also because of your energy. You seem kind of vibrant in a way. You seem like you're just protecting your peace. And you seem to distance yourself from people, things, or places that bring up anger or chaos in you. Something about being late, fashionably late. And you almost just seem very wise in the sense where people feel like when they talk to you, they learn something from you. I'm also getting the vibe of somebody that can like alchemize negative emotions into positive ones. And somebody that may ruminate or overthink a lot. You kind of try to keep your mind focused and clear so that you can be motivated towards creating that new beginning you want. Okay, so that is all I'm getting for this section of the reading. Let's go ahead and pull some zodiacs and initials now. I'm hoping to either get yours or the people viewing you this way. What I can tell you from the cards so far is with the Hangman, we have Pisces. What else do we have? Leo here. And maybe a lot of earth sign energy or air sign energy. We also have Sagittarius with Temperance at the back of the neck. Sometimes you seem a little bit like lost or confused. I don't know why. And somebody, well, a lot of people adore you. Like even on the first meeting, we have Aries. We have Capricorn. There's also something about having direction in life, knowing where you're headed, knowing where you want to go. Aquarius, like you don't seem indecisive. Libra. Scorpio, Taurus, I don't know why. I don't know how this is relevant to the reading, but I feel like I don't know why I'm picking up on like people from the people that you went to school with, Pisces and Leo. Spirit isn't giving me any context as to why I'm picking up on them. Maybe they're part of this group. V, A, A, E. I'm also seeing somebody that's nearsighted. O, Y. I'm picking up on healing energy as well. Z, D, Q. We have H. I'm hearing loneliness. B, K, T, U, A, N, S, G, W. Okay, so that is all I have for you, pile number 3. Pile number 2, sorry. I really hope this reading resonated. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you like my readings and you want to see more exclusive content of mine, I do have a membership where I post a weekly video on there. Let me know how this resonated in the comments down below as well. Thank you for watching and being here, and I can't wait to see you next time. Pile 3, you chose the Sodalite crystal and the Two of Swords. We're going to be taking a look at people's first impressions of you. So, people think that you're a very decisive person. You know what you want, and you're not afraid to go after it. You kind of come across as somebody that gives like a mixed feeling to people, mixed reaction. Because I'm seeing somebody that like people either really love or dislike. And I don't think you're necessarily doing anything wrong. I feel like the people that are going to be drawn to you are those that like want to be around you, and the people that don't, that's okay. We have the Justice card. I'm getting this energy of somebody that can be a lot to handle, or like chaotic in the best way. Somebody that some may perceive as too much, but some may perceive as the best person they've ever met. Like, I'm getting some people kind of see you as their favorite person or new favorite person. So we have the High Priestess reverse, and we have the Chariot. Some people feel ecstatic when first meeting you. People perceive you as somebody that, well, okay, Justice, Queen of Swords, Star reverse, High Priestess reverse, and Chariot. People perceive you as somebody that isn't necessarily looking to be in the spotlight or have attention on you. You don't necessarily seem attention seeking in any way, and you don't necessarily seem to like getting attention from other people. You kind of just seem to keep to yourself, mind your own business, and you also seem like somebody that's very chatty, very talkative, but you don't seem to care a whole lot. Like, you seem to have this like nonchalant, I don't care air about you. That kind of makes people feel a little bit like they need to chase after you. I think people see you as somebody that's dependable, somebody that they can trust, somebody that's honest as well. People may see you as somebody that's more logical than emotional, very intelligent, and you say what's on your mind. You're truthful and honest, but in a fair way. You don't do so like in a brutally honest way, but there's like some kind of balanced energy here where you know how to be assertive, but you also know how to be kind. People perceive you as somebody that has a lot of self-love. Some people may struggle to trust or struggle to open up, may think that you're a little bit mysterious or private at first, or that you're hiding something, or that you're secretive. Some people may have the first impression of you that you're kind of like somebody that's been through things and you've overcome it all. There's something about people noting that you seem kind of more comfortable with your sensuality. You have very nice legs, and I think someone noticed your cleavage for somebody here, because I'm noticing in both these cards they're showing cleavage. So that could apply for some. And a lot of these cards we see their legs kind of being shown off. So even regardless of gender, you could just have very nice legs, nice looking legs. I'm seeing somebody that smokes. People don't want to get on your bad side. They see you as a little bit intimidating. I'm seeing Daria, her character. I'm seeing somebody that also wants to kind of like make it in some way, like make it big, like whatever they do, they want to succeed in life. And maybe they would do anything to succeed. So people kind of perceive you that way when they first meet you. People may see you as somebody that is a little bit more pessimistic or realistic in nature with your mindset. They may also see you as somebody that doesn't quite believe in anything religious or spiritual. They may see you as somebody that sometimes doubts yourself as well, or struggles to trust as well. There's something about being photogenic or like wanting to see your social media, and there's something about you attracting attention even though you're not looking for it. There's something sexy about your voice and the way you communicate, and you seem to have some kind of hidden depth to your personality. So we have the King of Swords. You also seem to get straight to the point when talking with people. You don't like to go around and round in circles. You don't like to waste your time either. So King of Swords, King of Cups reverse, Two of Cups. You have some kind of flair or pizzazz to your outfits or personality. King of Wands, Two of Cups, and the Death card. People think that you think highly of yourself and you persevere through anything you go through. Again, with the King of Cups, there's a sense of overall detachedness with this pile. You just don't seem to care a lot, and it makes you almost seem cool in a way because you don't seem to care. You also don't seem desperate to create connection. Like, if a person wants to be friends with you, then cool. If they're not like going out of their way, then you probably won't either. Unless you really like want to be around them, but you don't seem desperate at all. You don't seem clingy, and you don't seem like you like clinginess either. You like when people do show you some emotion, but you don't like clinginess, probably. That's just the vibe people get from you. People get the vibe from you as well that you've gone through a lot of endings in your life and you've accepted it. You don't stay holding on to or attached to something that doesn't want to stay in your life anyways. Like, if somebody wants to leave, then just leave. Like, whatever. Like, you're not gonna beg somebody to stay or anything like that. And there's like this kind of acceptance when it comes to things ending, because you know that some things are just temporary. Like, some relationships are temporary, some jobs are temporary, some things, items are temporary, but I guess we can appreciate the beauty from it and not necessarily look at it in a negative way. Well, that's at least what people think you are doing. There's also something about you kind of seeming to reach certain milestones that other people admire. Like, maybe you're reaching huge important milestones in your life right now, or maybe you seem to be going through like some kind of huge change in your life right now, or huge transformation. You're passionate about the people you love, fiercely loyal. Nobody can mess with the person you love. You also seem to be somebody that's very busy, has a busy schedule, and has a routine that you stick to. You kind of seem a little bit like rigid in your opinions, beliefs. Nobody's going to change what you're thinking or change your mind. There's an independence here that people see in you. And people think that you're self-sufficient. Like, you just give off this vibe that you don't really need anybody. You also give off the vibe of somebody that can kind of like be okay no matter what happens. We have the Magician, the Four of Wands. You seem like somebody that kind of is like marriage material, and the Seven of Swords. But maybe you're somebody that seems like you don't really want marriage or commitment. And I'm also getting this energy of like having fun but not really showing it, kind of like hiding it, not hiding it intentionally, but like, you know, when you're like thinking you're smiling but actually like you're just having a straight face. I'm getting like that kind of vibe. So maybe there's like a stoicness in your facial expressions where it's kind of like people can tell that you're having fun, that you're having a good time, but you kind of like don't seem to show it on your face. There's also this energy of some people thinking that you have commitment issues or a fear of commitment. I guess there's like a secretiveness here. Like I said before, a privateness with the Seven of Swords. People think you're the life of the party, that you're fun to be around. They do want to like do fun things like party with you with the Four of Wands or go to events with you. And also be seen with you for some reason. Like, it's almost like you're seen as cool where like people want to be seen with you. I'm seeing Billie Eilish in my mind's eye when I look at this Two of Swords card character. I keep getting that you have a very nice figure, like a very nice looking body. I'm hearing the word taunting. So maybe someone perceives it as you were taunting them. You kind of also just seem casual, down for anything, down to do anything like fun, as long as it's fun. You just seem like very laid back in first impression. And you seem to be somebody that can also be responsible. You know what you want. You don't take your time trying to figure out what you want. You already know what you want. There's this energy of like you finding it challenging to either maintain things in your life or keep things in your life or people. I'm getting the energy of like somebody that gets bored easily in relationships and wants to go on to the next person. Of course, this may not resonate, but this is just the first impression and vibe they're getting from you. I'm getting somebody that's like kind of classy. Somebody that keeps their cards close to their chest. And it seems like you have some kind of financial stability, like you know how to save money and get to a specific goal financially. You seem like somebody that's kind of like reaching goals, reaching higher heights. And there's something about like knowing how to fit a tight budget. People think that deep down you do care, but I think it takes time and like effort to get that side of you. A lot of people like want to see you in the future, make plans with you in the future after like having the first meeting with you. And a lot of people are also curious about what will happen in the future, like if you'll become friends, if you'll get closer. People see you as somebody supportive, somebody that's growing at this moment in your life right now, but also somebody that may have experienced betrayals. Maybe there's this energy of like you used to see the good in people, now it's like you won't fall into the trap of like not seeing people for who they are. I'm seeing healthy eating. I'm seeing somebody that can like romanticize the little moments in their life. Slow down and appreciate the little things. People tend to obsess over you after the first meeting and like think about you a lot, and I mean a lot. Okay, Earlier when I said something about like a mixed reaction, some people want to give you a chance and not judge you too quickly when that does happen. But I do also think that a lot of people can kind of be envious of you and competitive with you. So now let's go ahead and pull some zodiacs and initials to see what comes up there. There's something about you having very pretty eyes or handsome eyes. There's also like an acceptance here when a person like brings something up to you and thinks you're going to be mad at them, but then you're just like cool with it. You're not mad at all. So some people are surprised by that. People also think that you've had to grow up too fast or that you've carried a lot of like weight on your shoulders. We have Scorpio, Libra. I'm hearing the word destiny. Some people feel like they were destined to meet you, Leo, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. I'm hearing the word dynasty as well. I don't know what that means. Taurus. I'm also hearing that you're a keeper. R, C. I see like somebody being like very happy to see you, like wanting to see you again soon. We have S, N, M, A, V, A, I, W, X, A, U, T, Y, O, G, and lastly E. So that is all I have for you. I really hope this reading resonated. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time. Also, I do have a membership where I post a video on there weekly. So if you want to check that out, I would appreciate it. And also, yeah, let me know how this resonated down below in the comments. So thank you for being here and watching, and I can't wait to see you next time.